This Let's Play was brought to you by Naughty Dog, the geniuses behind the Jak and Daxter series, the Uncharted series, and Crash Bandicoot. How's it howlin', everybody? Wolf Prince Leon here, and I'm coming to you with another Let's Play. While I had a lot of fun with the Sly series, that could not be the end of it. I had so many more games I wanted to play and share with you all, including this one, a game series I've been playing for most of my life, and I've always loved it, even more than Sly, arguably. We're going into the Jak and Daxter series, starting with the first game, Jak and Daxter and the Precursor Legacy, followed by Jak 2, and the game that I played the most, Jak 3. But rather than bore you with a long intro, let's just get into it. Let's get wild!
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose, and why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall.
You would ask
Every
rocks
bone
why?
in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
A little late to be growing a conscience, don't you think, Dax? Uh-oh, this looks like trouble.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
That is definitely not good.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze?
I'd get
It
away
sure
from that
don't
if I
look
were
friendly.
you, Daxter. Believe me.
The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble!
You think?
Ow!
Dax!
Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What?
He's so cute!
I'm fine. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And
He's right, you know.
I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could
Whoa,
fly
cute
over
girl
it
alert.
if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns. You can't come back through the warp gate until you find all 4 power cells on this island.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
And so our journey begins. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna enjoy this one. I've been playing these 3 games since I was a little kid visiting my father during the summer and winter times. He had a PS2 and the whole trio of games, and I had a blast playing them, especially with him by my side.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
So you've got your basic controls. You jump, you move around, you punch, you kick, and all these things in between. Your goal is to explore each area to search for precursor orbs and power cells to help you get further into the world until you reach the final boss.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grab Zoomer.
So yeah, power cells are the main collectible of Jak and Daxter's Precursor Legacy. And every time you collect one, they have one of these really fun animations. They are just awesome! In case you can't tell already, I love this game. The comedy, the story, the gameplay, the character, and location design, it all comes together in this really fun little package that brings you back to it again and again.
Sometimes you'll want to hit things with a greater force. To break one of these boxes, you should jump in the air and then dive down onto it, hands first.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Kira isn't kidding about that, by the way. Almost every single area in this game has 7 scout flies trapped in red boxes. And every 7th one in each area is guaranteed to have a power cell, I believe like so.
area, you can find even more power cells.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
So in this game, there are 4 different types of eco. Green is for health, blue is for speed, red makes you stronger, and yellow lets you fire projectiles. But each one has a very limited time use, so be careful with it.
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power. This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
A lot of people get tripped up because you can't use the clusters you saw before to make it to this one. So how do you solve it?
That's a Blue Eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of Blue Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
So yeah, you're gonna want to use these eco vents whenever you find them, because they'll help you maximize your usage of the eco when you really need it the most, especially when it gets you a power cell. Open sesame, oh yeah!
Good work! The Blue Eco caused the door to open. With Blue Eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years. Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or 1 big green one to increase your health. You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
So yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? I love this game. I love this series. I love this franchise. And I cannot wait to really get into each and every game in it. Although, I haven't played Jack X yet until I got the collection for the PS5. So that one's going to be a fun one, needless to say.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
And that's gonna do it for today.
These two couldn't unblock their ears from
Okay, as I was saying, that'll do it for this episode. Next time, we'll check out Sandover Village and the people inside it, and then explore Sentinel Beach for some power cells. I'm Wolf Prince Leon, and until next time, have a good day! Seriously, Daxter, you look kinda cuter in this form. Can you stay that way for good? Please? No? Okay. See you next time.